A Kalinga boy's birthday wish came true without him blowing out a single candle. An injury on the field led to a shocking diagnosis. JD Reed's mothers brought him to the doctor for an elbow injury, but that's when they found out he had a heart murmur. He was diagnosed with heart disease and had heart surgery in 2018. It's been tough living with this condition for the 12-year-old who loved to be active, but this past weekend, the Make-A-Wish Foundation granted his wish by sending him to Super Bowl 54. And here now to let us know all about his trip is JD along with his best friend Nicholas Buyamas. Welcome both of you. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. JD, first of all, tell us about your trip.
It was fun, definitely. It was amazing.
Okay, what did you do? Tell us how it all went down.
Okay, so first, a bunch of family friends came to our house when they came to pick us up in the limo, and we took pictures inside the limo, and then they took us all the way to the airport, and then we flew all the way to Chicago, and then from Chicago we flew to Miami, and then the day we got there we pretty much got it to ourselves, but we didn't really do much. And the second day we got to go to the Lee Steinberg's little party with Caleb and Kesh. And then the day after that, it was the Super Bowl, which we had to wake up early because we had to leave.
Oh my goodness. So it sounds like a good time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Nick. Okay, well, JD, how did it make you feel that you were chosen by Make-A-Wish?
I was shocked because first, it was supposed to be the first 16, but then Lee Steinberg, he was the one that sponsored us extra 3, so they also took us, and it was nice.
I bet it was. And Nicholas, how did it make you feel that JD was able to go to the Super Bowl?
It made me feel good, that his wish got granted by Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
And I was really happy for him.
Oh, well, that's a good friend, right, JD?
Yes, definitely.
And JD, that wasn't all, right? You also got to go somewhere else as well. Tell me about that.
We got to go the day after the Super Bowl. We had to wake up and be ready by 7:15 to leave all the way to Walt Disney World.
Disney World. Okay, and how was that?
It was definitely fun because all 4 of us got to do it this time. And then, so it was a 3-hour drive, and then we got there. They took us to our hotel, and then we got personal guides.
Ooh.
And then they took all our bags and stuff into our hotel rooms. And our guide, his name was Aaron, and he also had heart problems, and he also had heart surgery. And then he went to school at Oregon, which is my favorite college. So we're both Oregon Duck fans.
I love it. Okay, now JD, I'm glad that you mentioned your heart problem. Can you tell us a little bit about what exactly is it that you have?
I have conventional heart disease, which is something wrong with your aorta. And when we first found out, it was scary because I didn't know what was actually going on with me. And then they said that I was gonna have surgery, and it was gonna be in San Francisco. I was like, oh snap, and I was worried because just in case if it didn't go well, but it ended up being a 7.5-hour surgery, and it ended up going well, and I'm all better now. And my aorta, it looked like it just a zip tied and just zip tied it closed. It looked like there was nothing there. It was a little string, and it was barely getting blood flow, but I wasn't getting any blood flow from my waist down. So I couldn't feel, if I hopped in a pool, I couldn't feel anything. So it always felt warm to me.
Wow, so those were the symptoms that you were feeling before you were diagnosed? Wow, that is interesting because a lot of people aren't too informed about exactly, what is a congenital heart disease. But I'm glad that you're giving people, that that thing that, okay, I know how it feels, how, look for the signs, because you just never know, right? Because you found out how exactly?
It was mid-football season, and ended up getting a bump on my right elbow, and we didn't think it was too much. We thought it was a little, maybe a pimple or something.
Yeah.
And it ended up getting let's say that big, and it was all white. And then I was wrestling. We were at football practice. We were doing one-on-ones, and it ended up popping, and it went everywhere, and blood was coming out of it. And then we ended up getting it checked, and they said that there was something. It was a new doctor too, and he ended up finding something wrong with my heart, which was my aorta, and this should have been found out at birth. but they ended up didn't, and I had it for 10 years, and then my birthday came, and then we ended up having surgery.
Wow. And then Nicholas, you play football, I'm guessing, with JD?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Were you there when everything happened, or?
No.
No, you weren't there. No. But okay, as a friend, and you see JD now, how does it make you feel that, you know, your friend went through all of that?
It was scary for me.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like bad, but now he's better, so.
Do you feel like you kind of learned from it as well?
Yes, I do.
And JD, how has this changed your life?
It's definitely changed how I see things in like certain sports, because like let's say I was playing football again, and just like with like one wrong hit, like something hit me like in the wrong spot, like it could like something wrong could happen to me, and it could have like shut me down forever. And if like it was like odd, and like if I just took like one wrong thing, and it could have hit me, and I could have been like done like with sports forever.
So now you have to be a little bit more careful,
Yeah,
right?
like especially with football, because now I have to like put on weight to play again. But wrestling, I'm still doing. I'm wrestling for our middle school right now. But if I want to play football again, I have to put on some weight.
Oh, wow. I love the fact that that hasn't stopped you. It shows that you're such a strong little boy. And then, okay, besides all that, we're going back to the Super Bowl. You got to meet someone really special, right? Tell me about that.
It was actually at Walt Disney World, and we got to meet Patrick Mahomes. And at first, like we were like taking pictures, and then they said they were gonna have us yell, and it was like, "Who's the MVP?" And we all yelled Patrick Mahomes. And they had to say it twice, and they yelled, "Y'all want to see Patrick Mahomes?" And we all yelled, "Yeah." And then he ended up coming out like a group of people with cameras and stuff.
How did that make you feel that you got to meet him?
It was cool. He's really tall.
I can just imagine how tall he is.
He's 6'3", and you think that's tall. His brother's 6'6".
He's 6'3"? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, now, who's your favorite team? Were the Chiefs?
No, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, but
Okay.
but since it was Niners and Chiefs going, and most people thought I was going to go for the Niners because I'm from Cali, but I ended up going for the Chiefs because I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. And then when we were going to the halftime 10-10, and the Niners went up 20-10, I got a little nervous, and then Patrick Mahomes pulled out a little magic, and we ended up winning it 31-20.
Oh my goodness. Did you expect that to happen?
I thought he was going to have like a low comeback, but I didn't think we were going to win it.
No.
Especially with the 11-point lead.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people thought when they were watching the game. JD, Nicholas, thank you so much for being here and you know, explaining to us everything that's happened to you. We really appreciate that. Thank you, JD.
Welcome.